course at breakneck speed, one-handed here. Look at that through the chicane, that's unbelievable! This is where it starts to get quick.
It's been said you have to have a screw loose to compete at the Red Bull Soapbox race. But what happens when the screw is actually loose and during the race decides to disengage altogether?
Oh, look at that!
Behold, our 6 favourite mechanical malfunctions. We get this show on the road in London, with a team showing very little respect for weight distribution. But I suspect they'll have a more balanced view now.
Well, Usain Bolt was always renowned for finishing races strongly. We'll see whether he can be the total package, the Boltmobile on the way. The big thing that I flag up straight away is the additional weight on one side. I mean, I don't know how they're going to get this down without, at some stage, veering to the left. But that's just me. It's all made of paper mache, so it's relatively light. Can they control it? We're going to find out. They've certainly started. Oh, it's gone! It's gone to the left exactly as I said it might. Wow! Well, Danny and Ben, the pilot and the co-pilot, went flying into the straw bales. But there's the problem. It's slightly lopsided. You can see that it's going to be heavier on one side than the other. They're going to try and drag it down if they possibly can. There we go, fellas. Well done. He's a little bit quicker than they were. 4 legs are better than 4 wheels at Ali Pali in the sunshine today. But there's the team effort. Everybody joining in. Carnival atmosphere in London today. You can see, it's obvious it's going to be heavier on one side. Look at this, down they go. The minute they start to pick up speed, there we see, starting to go, starting to go, starting to go. Can't get it back, he knows at this stage it's all over. And the tip into the straw, the Boltmobile's finished. That is that.
Next at number 5, we head to India, and a driver whose zen-like calm on the start ramp was in sharp contrast to the total chaos to come.
So now we've got Vachitra boys. The driver of this particular soapbox is Sharvan. They're a team formed in college. Whether the handle stays on the receiver, we will wait and see. One of the unique elements about this course in Mumbai today is this early berm, which may well catch 1 or 2 out. In fact, that one almost went. There's the phone handle anyway. He won't be calling anyone on the way down, will he? But will he press the right buttons? We will wait and see. Look at those wheels, slightly angled, and they're just starting to go, are they, on one side? This is the double kick and the bone shaker. Oh, they've gone now, look at that. Folded underneath him like a cheap suit, and you cannot steer a soapbox down a course when your wheels are like that. Never been the best kind of design. You can see them there looking really flimsy already. They're going off in different directions. Forget the phone handle, it's the wheels that he's got to be concerned about here, and they couldn't handle that double kicker, the bone shaker, that destroyed the wheels of the Vachitra boys soapbox.
We're in South Africa for 4th spot in the countdown, and a driver who's really got his hands full.
Blue Light Brigade, school friends, no prior experience in building a soapbox, but they won't be on their own in that regard. The soapbox inspired by the notorious Blue Light Brigades, which are the motor convoys used by South African government and parliamentarians. Leslie and Estienne will be the drivers, and the brake on this soapbox is a handle on the side, which is an interesting concept. And you can see on board there that there's a fair deal of speed at the top from the start ramp leading into the berm. They're really going to rattle through this part. Oh, that's quick. That is really quick through there. It looks quite an awkward steering position, but it's working okay because then he's got to keep pulling the brake handle at the same time. So, essentially, driving down the course at breakneck speed, one-handed here. Look at that through the chicane. That's unbelievable. How did they get through there? I'm not surprised they're getting cheered on by the rest of the team. This could be a great run through the pothole. Doesn't need the brake now, look, so he can concentrate on steering the soapbox down towards the speed gun, and then the kicker, 34. Let's see what they can do through here. Over the top of the kicker. Oh, it's gone at the end. But there's so much speed, it's gone right down to the finish line in 1 minute, .54. Brilliant run. I can't believe how he got through the chicane one-handed, pulling the brake handle. And look at the air over there. No wonder the wheels collapsed under the weight of it. Brilliant run.
We enter the top three in Turin, Italy, and a team that was a big hit with the crowd. Unfortunately, they were an equally big hit with the straw bales.
OK, Deaf Power is the next soapbox, and this is historic because it's the first all-deaf team we've ever had here. The creative part of the performance. Answers on a postcard. Let's see what the judges think about that. Very, very good. 43 out of 50 then. And you can see there that is sign language for cheering. So the crowd already showing their liking for Deaf Power. And down they go with the smoke billowing out the back of the soapbox. Look at that for an onboard view. Plenty of speed already. Whether that character on the back will pose a problem, we will wait and see. But it's nice and smooth so far, if not maybe as quick as the previous run. Looks fairly easy to control, though, doesn't it? Nice and sticky on the tarmac surface, which has been relayed for this particular event. Nosedives off the kicker and into the bales. Backseat passenger becomes a backseat driver. What happened here? Oh, the steering wheel comes off in his hands. You've got to bolt those down, my friend. You can't leave it like that. And Deaf Power had absolutely no chance, did they?
We're in the French capital, Paris, for second spot in the countdown, and a team working tirelessly to get to the finish line.
So this is Team VW2, and they should do well. They're from the VW company. The famous design and the famous logo, and the not-so-famous leopard skin suits at the back. So off we go then. 33 on the performance, and we'll see how this one does. Through the smoke, moves towards the choice of water or bridge. Pilot looking nice and comfortable at this stage. Elects for the water. Not too many have done that today. This is where it starts to get quick. And this is where it starts to become a real test of the driver's nerve and ability. Over the kicker. Oh, he's lost the wheel at the back. They're usually so trustworthy, aren't they, these cars? The wheel's chasing him down the circuit. He's only got one. He's lost another one now. That's two gone, two down, two to go. Won't go forward like that. Back to the drawing board, get the designers involved again. This is where they started to go, that kicker on that corner. Back right as you look at it. And the other one on the other side didn't last too long after that. Too much weight for the one wheel at the back, the next kicker. And it was all over by the shouting at that stage. Two wheels on my wagon, and I've stopped rolling along. Scraping all the way to the finish.
Cincinnati, Ohio is the location for top spot in our countdown, and a team where braking badly was only the start of their problems.
So now we've got the soapbox that knocks. It's a team of industrial and graphic designers. It's one of the better Breaking Bad themed soapboxes that we've seen. The wheels, I'm led to believe, are from a Formula One car, but I would have thought they'd been a bit bigger than that. Must be a model Formula One car. Anyway, the soapbox that knocks is on the way. It looks like it's Breaking Bad already. It's breaking all over the place. Not much left of it. He's hanging on for grim death in the passenger seat. Got the ramp to come now. After that chicane. Over that, no problem. Oh, I'm going to say no problem, but there was a problem, a big problem. And they've gone flying into the straw bales. The steering wheels come off. Well, they're going to try and get it back down, I think. This is where it went wrong. They went over that and then lost it altogether. The steering wheel actually comes off in his hand, which is where the problem starts. He's still trying to steer it, look, fair play. He's trying to keep it balanced with his foot. And they are actually going to make it over the finish line. Well done. Everything's going so well there. And then as they land, the steering wheel just snaps off in his hands.
So there you have it, a feast of mechanical mayhem. To all our gutsy grease monkeys failing to secure the screws and tighten the nuts, we salute you.